So welcome everybody to the Big Hero 5 presentation. Over the past few days we have been working to look at understanding the issues within our claims process, and we've used our newfound thinking to map out what some of the issues are. But the key things that we found from this process are it's very customer driven. It relies heavily on the customer pushing themselves through the process at all stages. There's extremely high labour and it's a very time intensive process with lots of handoffs involved, lots of customer interactions, and the process itself is very lengthy to resolve that customer or get that customer's accident fixed. There's multiple stages, there's many handoffs between the customer and ourselves, and then we have various internal handovers as well, which is causing length into the process. When we've looked at the process initially, it can take up to 20 days just to get that customer's claim fixed. We have solicited some customer feedback, which wasn't great. In fact, one of our customers said that we sucked. That's how bad our process was. We have huge gaps in the process, and our customers are telling us it's just not meeting their needs. So my team have looked at this, and we're going to give you our options and what we found in our recommendations.
So, based on the findings, what we're proposing here is that we want to use the newfound toolkit of outside-in thinking, and we want to deliver our successful customer outcomes, one of which is hassle-free accidents fixed. To do that, we want to convert to a web-based application which will manage the customer through the process, which is simple and seamless, and that's for both our customers and for our people. This would allow the customers to upload claims, photos of the damage, and track progress in one single point. We would empower the employees to make the decisions based on the claims that the customer submits, and for the delivery of the customer outcomes, the successful customer outcomes, which is that hassle-free accident fix. Additionally, we would like to introduce customer flexibility in their decision making, so the customer could either choose to have a DIY fix and do it themselves. Alternatively, we would fix it for them, but we would only use trusted partners who are also outside in thinking. And all of this would help us to deliver our successful customer outcomes.
Okay, so in terms of the size of opportunity, what we undertook the analysis from the initial mapping. We achieved customer touch points of 25, handovers 25, and business rules 25. So through the work with David and Richard will explain, we'll be able to reduce that from 6 to 8, and giving us an overall 23. This gives the opportunity of 93% reduction in the process using this analysis. We believe that this change in process will give us a triple crown. So from a cost perspective, we've removed a lot of the overheads, a lot of the paper from the process. From a service perspective, we've made it now customer-centric, customer self-serve, so they have the opportunity, we will push the information to them. They have the option of how they receive it, whether it's text, email, and similarly from a revenue perspective, we're hoping that will then drive retention because an insurance claim will become easier. So if we have a claim, when they do make that claim, then they can improve the customer feedback, and hopefully they'll tell their friends about the good experience they've had.
So what's it look like? The fact is, by going down a web portal, that gives us more control over the application. We can customise it and make it pink. We can tailor it to the individual. The customer goes in their own time, they're not tied to any service level issues and what have you. They can update it as and when they've got the information available. That comes through seamlessly. That will update our systems in the back end, and that will physically say, it will generate a number of algorithms, and it was almost semi-assess the claim before an advisor gets to it. So we then basically, the customer will put that in, we will physically take that information, we will do a semi-assessment based on the system. If that system says aye, the customer will then receive an alert. That gives them a number of options. So that allows them to say, right, do I want to go with option A, B, C, or propose an alternative option to them? depending on what they select, depends on which way we go. If they go for preferred supplier, we will physically then arrange for the contractor to come out and physically complete the transaction for them. If not, we will arrange for cash to be transferred to them to allow them to progress with the job. You can see it takes it straight down to 3 days. There are a lot less handoffs within the process, even fewer if you take some of the options away from the customer if they choose to go that way. And we've got less rules to manage and govern, and it gives us complete flexibility. More points will be covered by David.
Thanks, Richard. So Richard's painted a picture of what the process will look like. But what we think our proposal will cover is effectively our issues that we raised at the start. It will address the Triple Crown, it will reduce cost, it will increase revenue, and it will improve service. It will reduce cost in that it was previously a highly labour and time intensive process, so we've stripped out time and reduced the labour and content. It took 20 days, it will take 3. From a service point of view, the customer doesn't have to drive the process anymore, it's driven for them, and it will get them through the process far quicker. On the back of that service, our hope is that the retention would increase and the word of mouth to the market would be that we would attract more customers. So we would hope to have more customers, have more policies from us, and not just in this one area. So that's service and cost, and sorry, the service side is the ability to have the customer self-serve rather than have to drive the process along. And if we've addressed all the issues that we set out to address, we hope to come back to what we called our successful customer outcome, which was hassle-free, accidents fixed.
Okay, round of applause.